starting. Here, you guys can split them up however you want. Ooh. Retro Bro Discord, please stop. I don't know what to stop. Okay, this is starting off so intense. What the fudge? This started off so intense. What the heck? A strange sound emanates from the corn. I would say that's strange. Oh, that's a pretty cool fish. Gotta go soon. It's 11 p.m. Oh, no worries, Blue Dud. I appreciate you stopping by.
I think we...
Oh, she got yanked! You're not okay. Oh, there's multiple. Well, that's not good. Aren't you just glad there's always a helpful stranger around?
You're okay. They stay in there. They won't come out of the corn.
What the fudge are they? Yeah, bye-bye. What the heck are they?
It took a few minutes to really sink in after he pulled me up onto the rock. All of it happened so fast.
Yeah, it kind of did.
We've been on the run for a while when Laura stole that car. She didn't realize how little was in the tank. So we were scoping out the back roads for easy gas to siphon, and I saw the truck left out at the edge of the field. Should have been easy enough.
Crappy thieves.
Those things hiding in the crops.
Or 3 or 4?
Whatever they are. Came out of nowhere.
Maybe raptors? It would not shock me if they are.
I don't know how long the boy had been stuck out here exactly.
Maybe after having an 11 lose streak.
Days, maybe. Long enough for him to be fairly sure the things that attacked us wouldn't come out from the corn.
Imagine being stuck on a rock.
We were safe up here. Or at least, I was. He was hurt. Even though he tried to hide it from me, I knew it was bad once the sun came up and I could see how much blood was on the rock.
He probably got scratched when he was running.
Either way, we were both in serious trouble.
Oh, no worries, British. Welcome back. Glad to have you back.
These roads are dead quiet almost all the time, so there's no way to know when help might roll around, or if it even would. The old truck belonged to his grandmother, who he had come out looking for. They lived alone,
Roxy.
Just the two of them. There was nobody else who would notice they were gone.
They gotta
Not
be corn
anytime
demons.
soon, anyway.
Scarecrows, maybe? Something
the
weird
way
and
he
funky.
spoke made it clear that he didn't know if she had made it out or not. I didn't have the heart to tell him about the body I saw sticking out of the dirt as we ran.
Oh yeah, that was Granny.
What was left of it. I could hear Laura crying from somewhere in the corn.
Oh, she's dead, or she's being mimicked.
I couldn't tell exactly how far out she was from the rock. Sometimes it sounded like she might have been close enough for me to try something. Anything.
It's a tactic. Wouldn't do it.
Maybe I could have helped her. The boy didn't think so.
I'm with him.
He told me he ran track 100 meters in just over 11 seconds, all county record. Those things in the field were faster than him. They'd be faster than me. They clearly
Gotta go, sorry. No worries, Blue Dud.
Didn't seem to care anymore.
Thank you for stopping by and
Maybe they
appreciate
left
you
her
being
on
in here.
purpose, trying to lure us back in.
Some Nautica situation.
After
Kinda
a
feels
few
like it.
minutes, her cries turned to moans, and eventually
They just stopped.
stopped.
She was of no use to them anymore.
My phone has no service this far out. To be honest, I wouldn't know what to do, even if it did. Who would I call? The police?
Ghostbusters.
Not after what we'd done. Maybe I deserved this, but I doubt the boy did.
No, I don't want spoilers, Ruger.
He saved me, and he didn't have to do that. For a while, he kept his gun close and me at a distance.
I mean, I would too. You're
I'm
a
sure he
stranger.
knew that I had no good reason to be in that field before dawn,
Water's corn.
even if he didn't say it outright.
All water's
Some
corn and all
hours
corn is
into the
water.
day, the bottle of water from my pack convinced him to let me get a bit closer. After he had a drink, I used some to clean him off. His leg was injured pretty badly, so I ripped up my shirt sleeve to wrap the parts that looked the worst. And we both went back to quietly waiting for someone to come along.
Oh, you're gonna be waiting a long time. Especially on those back roads.
I offered the boy a cigarette at some point.
Those
My
things will
lighter
kill
was
you.
gone. Must have fallen out when I was running through the field. He had one though. One of those gimmicky rabbit's foot things. Said he didn't smoke, it was just something he kept for luck.
I love water corn.
It had belonged to his dad, who died a long time ago.
I don't think it's frozen.
We have that in common, I guess. I can't help but think its luck has pretty much run out. By sunset, we hadn't seen a single car pass by. I've never been very good with being stuck
Things
in
in
one
the corn,
place.
Jeremy. There are things in the corn.
There were moments that night when I thought about just climbing down into the corn and crawling off as quietly as I could,
I don't
even
think
if
that
it
would
took
work.
hours to reach the road.
I wouldn't try. I wouldn't tempt
Maybe
it.
I'd just run for it. Screw the all-county record. See if I could make it out before those creatures could take me. I would
Nah.
have thought they had to sleep sometime, but those deep, shaky howls they made every few minutes were a constant reminder that they were still out there, ready for me. Each hour or so, a jet plane would pass over us.
I don't know. I got worried
The
because
easier they
we've
were
had
to
issues in the
make out.
past.
Dark shapes and blinking lights cutting across the sky, leaving behind long trails from one end to the other. High up enough that they'd never be able to know we were even there. I kept hoping, though. Hoping the next one that came along might be flying low,
Yeah, good luck with that.
might see us and just know something wasn't right.
I like that theory,
I would
Eduardo.
imagine
That's
one of the people on board had the
pretty
power
cool.
to send help, to get us somehow out of this goddamn field. I knew that was stupid to think,
I like that theory, though, Eduardo. That's a pretty good
that
theory.
nothing like that would ever really happen.
Well, what's with the boils on Grandma? Like,
Still, felt nice to hope, though.
I'm back. Welcome back, Ruger. Kind of looked like he had a beard for a second. Faint sound starts to... It's the po-po! I really do like this animation style. It's so nice. It's so cool. They ran the plate on the vehicle and they're coming back. You don't think cops are running plates? Come on. If you gotta go to sleep, British, you gotta go to sleep. You gotta, if you're so far ahead, like to the point of where you're in the evening, Go sleep. Go sleep.
Hey! Hey! Over here!
Huh?
Hey! Hey! Over here!
This is
Dang
good. I like
kids.
the tension. Before I go, just in case you know. That's a good thing to carry on you all the time.
Wait.
Oh, you... I mean, he doesn't know. He's got no idea what exists in there. He's about to know, though. Oh, you're about to know. Oh. You know, you have a gun, right? You can pull that out anytime. Well, there's Laura. She's definitely...
Hey, come on out of there.
He looks so nice, though, right? Like, he looks like such a well-to-do gentleman. Oh, that doesn't look nice, though. I got 20 bucks saying that gun.
We ran out
did
of water
nothing.
sometime after the sun came back up, and I could feel myself getting weaker as the hours kept dragging on.
Poor guy. He could have just
The
driven
boy
his car into the field.
had it worse. He was tired, shaking sometimes,
Dude, he's lost blood.
and the blood, he'd lost a lot of it.
He's gonna die.
I tried my best to keep him awake and his mind off the pain. We talked about anything we could. Our favorite movies, the music we liked, how I moved around a lot as a kid, and how he'd never even been anywhere else. He'd spent his whole life in this one town. He said his grandmother told him this all used to be trees and stuff at one time. But the night the rock fell from the sky, it cleared this whole field. Back then, to remove it would have been more hassle than it was worth. So they just planted around it. Everybody called it the Devil's Rock. No one really knew why.
I think you're understanding
Or if
why
they
now.
did, they just never said. The crops here grew like crazy, though. As if the land itself had been changed somehow. There were always rumors about the field,
It's a giant space rock.
stories people told.
Welcome back, Roxy.
How every 17 years, when the summer is particularly warm and the rain is heavy, very bad things happen here.
Right? Grab the corn and eat.
The
I'm
boy
with
grew
you,
up
Ryan.
hearing
Just
them and thought that's all they were. Stories.
paid stories.
He never took them seriously. At least, not before those things in the field appeared, anyway.
They grew from the corn.
What the hell are they?
Corn goblins.
Why won't they ever come out of the corn?
Corn is life. Corn is all they need. Nah,
I
he
guess
died.
it doesn't really matter why. Maybe they don't even know they can. How would they if they never had? We're right here. It would have been so easy to take us if that's what they wanted. All they had to do was
Climb the rock.
something different.
They are from the rock. They most likely are from the rock. They
By
gotta
late
be.
afternoon, the boy was talking less.
Because he's dying.
Sometimes we would just stay quiet,
He's lost a lot of blood.
listening to the wind and the corn, the distant thunder rolling in, the creatures howling. Sometimes I would talk. Maybe it was the way that he looked at me. Like I wasn't a bad person. Maybe it was because he reminded me so much of my dad.
Plot twist. You went through a time hole.
Maybe it was because some part of me knew we were both going to die anyway. whatever it was. I told him everything. I told him about that stupid camp up north I was sent to. How me and Laura escaped. How we held up a Q-Mart in Hamlin County. How I needed the money and how nobody was supposed to get hurt.
Somebody did though,
How
didn't
I
they?
didn't know the gun was loaded. And how it just went off.
Oh, I'm sure. Sure it did.
I told him about how after I ran, kept running. How it felt like if I could run fast enough, it wouldn't catch up to me.
Oh, it's catching up to you real good.
What I did. I told him everything. Almost everything.
It's like he
I
knows
never
you're
told
leaving
him that
something.
I took the money. I left that part out.
So you pretty much admitted, like, I
So,
killed someone, but I didn't.
That's it, I guess. I know it won't change anything, but if anybody ever hears this, I want to say I'm sorry. Sorry for all of it.
Just showing what happened. We're watching a lot of horror. We've played a lot of horror. It's like it knows you're gonna try. Oh, they're getting real close.
Holy
Well, welcome, Fort. Welcome.
What's going on?
The creatures, that sound they make, they're calling each other.
Okay, so?
So I can use it.
Use it. For
Go make a
what?
fire, grab some corn, eat, gather rainwater, drink, basic survival needs, right? Just like,
A head start.
Here. For luck.
cackling. Just starting playing. Last man
Thanks.
standing.
I'll slow them down if I can.
Time to get up! Well, welcome, Fort. Hope you're having yourself a wonderful day and doing well. Poor cop. That's a lot of them! Escape time, baby. Escape time. Oh, they can tell? Oh, I like this story. Come on, run, run, run. Come on. Come on. Maybe if you weren't shooting blindly. Oh, come on, please make it. Thanks. No problem, Fort. What the fudge? And now dude's just... Oh, I would have lit the field on fire, I'm not gonna lie. You're really just gonna leave him there, huh? I had hopes for you. Come on, do the twist. Do the twist. I'm so proud of you! Oh, that one's a little big. Squish it into the rock. Oh, she came back with a vengeance. Maybe the path that she cut through the corn will actually make it so they don't go on that path.
I don't know. Something different.
Well, am I right? That because she cut a path through the corn, they won't leave it? That's sick. They are bloody big bugs. Freaking yes! Burn it all down. I'm so proud of you. They definitely love. Yeah, that's what you get. There goes the money too.
Won't be long till someone comes. They'll see this from town.
Yeah, I know. I think I'm done running.
Welcome back, Async. I'm so proud of her. Oh. Oh, it's cute. Dude, I love that. Don't walk home alone after dark. I thought this was Devil's Rock. That was really good. I really like that. That was really well made. I love the start, the animation style, the storytelling, the music design was really well done, and the voiceover work was fantastic. That was well made. Next is Pine Creepers, made by the same people who made the Devil's Rock. They've actually got a number of. I'm gonna go ahead and subscribe because they got a number of really cool looking animations. So this is from Don't Walk Home Alone After Dark, which, you know, based on the animations, like, really good.
I'll never forget the summer of '95.
There we go.
I was 13 that year. A heat wave had set in, making it one of the hottest Julys on record. The house I grew up in on Lake Michigan didn't have air conditioning. Most of the time, that was fine. At night, a breeze would come in off the water, so just an open window was usually enough to cool things down and sleep pretty comfortably. But not that summer. That summer was different. Some of my friends and I had taken to camping outside to try and escape the heat. Jordy Baker, Augie McLean, and me.
It all comes back to lakes.
I don't know if it really made all
lakes.
that much difference. I think maybe we just liked being together. That made it easier to get through. I can't remember the first day I met Jordy. We lived on the same street in our small town and we did everything together. He was my best friend. It felt like it had always been that way. Augie was a quiet kid back then, but you wouldn't know it when we were alone.
This is giving me
So much so that his big mouth
Stephen
got us
King
kicked out of
horror
my
novel
backyard.
vibes right now.
Dad had to be up at 5 for work, and he didn't exactly appreciate Augie's
We
high-pitched
haven't
laugh
yet.
the
We
same
haven't
way
watched The
Jordy and
Worm.
I did. There was a clearing in the pines behind Jordy's house where we used to hang out sometimes, so we decided to set up camp back there. An old, rusted-out Buick Century marked the spot. I always wondered whose car that used to be.
I've seen that.
Back
I've seen
before it
that.
became part of the woods, I mean. Thinking about it now, I'm not even really sure how it got out there through the trees in the first place. We cleaned out the broken glass and the cigarette butts left behind by the neighborhood teenagers, and we made a fire pit out of one of the wheel rims Jordy managed to pry off. The mosquitoes out there were ruthless at sundown, and dry, prickly needles covered the ground in a thick blanket under the trees. The only thing I hated more than that feeling under my feet when I wasn't wearing any shoes was the crunching sound they made whenever I was. It wasn't all that cozy of a spot, but at least it was private. A place far enough away from the rest of the world that we could stay up all night laughing and no one would care. Jordy had
Park
skimmed
reference.
some beer from a case in the basement that his dad was working on.
I'm sure it's going to
4
show up real
bottles of
fast.
lukewarm lager to share between us. Not exactly a blowout, but not enough that Mr. Baker would miss him either.
Right? It really does scream that.
I don't drink much beer these days, but even just the smell of it always brings me back to that night.
I just really want to say, like, this has such beautiful storytelling elements that you get in these images, you get in the voiceover work. All of it just paints such a lovely story. I absolutely love the picture that is painted here.
The
Just had to
hours
pause to
slipped
say that.
past as we stoked the fire, talking about nothing in particular. That half a sip of beer must have gone right to Augie's head as he called it a night pretty early on without even finishing one bottle. We didn't mind. More for us. At some point, Jordy brought up what happened to Pike Lister.
Rubber ducky.
Pike was 2 grades ahead of me in school, and he'd probably failed a couple on top of that. He was big, and everybody was scared of him. On a Friday, that past November, Pike left school after his usual extra hour of detention to walk home. And that was the last time anybody saw him.
The Pine Devil got him.
The search lasted for weeks. They never found anything. Some people said he just took off, ran away from home. Others thought he might have drowned in the lake accidentally.
Oh, the art style is beautiful.
Not Jordy, though. I listened quietly as he laid it all out. How his dad said it wasn't the first time something like this had happened around here. How back in the 70s, 4 people disappeared without a trace. And how around that same time, locals had started seeing something in the woods that wrapped around our town. Pale creatures with large eyes and long limbs creeped around on all 4s. The Pine Creepers. That's what we called them anyway. Jordy figured that's what happened to Pike. The Pine Creepers must have got him.
Pine Devil, Pine Creepers, Pine Monsters. It's all gotta be pine.
Eagerly changed the subject. We ended up burning a couple more sticks before letting the fire die and heading to bed. One of us could take the back of the Buick, and the other had to sleep in the tent with Augie.
Hopefully Augie doesn't wake up and vomit. I do like to point out, like, Pike was technically walking over the lake. Someone could have easily pushed him, or he could have slipped and fell inside. Lake drowning, coincidence, I agree with you, Ryan. It could just be one of those events. So, I would defeat him. You know, I believe it. I believe if all of us just ganged up on whatever it was, it's like, let him get up, let him get up, let him get up. No.
To call it a 2-man tent was being generous. I offered to bite the bullet, or at least that's what I let Jordy think. I'd never admit it at the time, but the truth is, all that talk about the creepers had me a little scared. Augie's snoring and spooning seemed like a fair price to pay if I didn't have to be alone outside. After all, if they could take Pike Lister, What chance did any of us have?
I mean, there's 3 of you, right? There's 3 of you. Just gang up on them. You're fine.
I'm not sure what time it was when I woke up.
It's like 99 Nights
It
in
was
the
still
Forest.
dark out, and I could hear rain coming down outside. For the first few minutes, I just laid there, listening to the steady sound of the drops against the tent. It wasn't long before I realized that beer had gone right through me, and I wasn't going to be able to hold it.
That's what beer kind
I
of
fumbled
does.
around until I found the lantern, and I made my way outside.
And chest and deer.
The night air had cooled down a bit with the rain, which felt nice. The whole sky was clouded over, blocking out any light from the moon or the stars. My eyes finally started adjusting to the dark.
That's a very good point. That's a very good point, Ryan. I want to point out of like how many pine creepers, how many entities exist within these woods. 4 missing kids and big owl aliens and chest and deer. You know, this is why you bring a baseball bat that looks like Lucille from Walking Dead and it's got barbed wire all around it. You know, you just gotta stay strapped.
That was when I noticed it. Something catching the light just beyond the edge of the clearing. A dim, reflective shine that flickered as I moved the lantern. It took me a second to realize what I was looking at.
Give me a second eye.
Eyes watching me. It was hard to see
They're
much
just howler
of what
monkeys.
those eyes belonged to. I knew what they were. Pine creepers.
Oh, they got long, sharp teeth.
My pulse pounded in my ears as we stared each other down. I carefully started backing up, never once looking away. I wanted to turn and run
Oh, we
so
cooked.
badly, but just kept slowly taking one step after another.
Oh, we so cooked. I had to pause because the fact that seeing that issue and being like, my bad, I didn't realize this was yours.
I got back into the tent as quickly as I could without making much noise. Maybe if I was quiet enough, those things would move along. I thought about waking Augie,
Yeah,
but
they're just
didn't want
goofy
him to
little
freak out
howler
and draw
monkeys.
attention to us. Seconds passed. Nothing. The rustling of the trees and the calm drone of the rain. Just as I started to think that maybe I'd overreacted, maybe my mind could be playing tricks on me,
You know, that's what you do with normal
It
animals.
started.
Yeah, just be like, you know what, my
that
apologies.
familiar, awful sound.
This is your place.
The crunch of those needles.
I like the use of angles. Most would do pretty close-ups, but they use wide as
There
well
was
as like different
something
environments.
moving around
They do.
outside the tent.
They do.
I did my best to hold my breath.
You gotta go right
Worst
back to
part
bed.
of it all is I knew Jordy was out there, alone.
Man, F Jordy, he
I
shows
kept
his
telling myself
fate.
he wouldn't wake up. He was safer in the Buick,
Monkey look
but I
like
should
Paul
stay
Monkey.
still, stay quiet. I laid there, and I kept listening for what felt like forever. I was too scared to do anything else. I never woke up Augie. I never called out to Jordy. I never did anything.
So you just left your friend. Oh, I feel like he's gone. He's 100% gone. Oh, this can't. A bat would do it. Yeah, they are pretty skinny.
The
We don't know
hours
how
passed,
fast they
and
are.
I must have fallen asleep for a few minutes because the next thing I knew, the birds had suddenly started chirping, and even from inside the tent, I could tell it was getting light out. I gathered any bit of courage I had, threw the sleeping bag off, and gave Augie a shove.
He's gonna
I
have
climbed out
one
of the
nasty
tent
hangover.
first, but he wasn't far behind me. Part of me believed that the pine creepers were still out there, just waiting for me to slip up. When I saw the Buick, I got this awful feeling in the pit of my stomach. was empty. Jordy was just gone. On the way back to his house, I kept telling myself, we'll find him there. He just got up early and he wanted the comfort of his own bed.
Yeah,
He wasn't there. We waited around all day, but he never came home. By the evening, our whole town was in a frenzy looking for him. I never told anybody about what I saw that night. Not even Augie. Nobody would believe me anyway. I've played it over and over in my head. I'll never forget the summer of '95. That was the year Jordy Baker went missing.
Oh, it's so intense. So intense for an outro. That was really good. I feel like we should watch The Worm now, because I love this storytelling. I love this animation style. I love the music design, the angles that is used. It is so freaking good. So we're gonna watch The Worm. Oh, I hope this isn't copyrighted. So if you've not yet seen anything from Dr. Nowhere, it is fantastic. The boiled one, really well done. It is so good. Maybe I might catch something you guys might want to watch. Ooh. Again, love reacting and watching scary stuff. No, don't, please. Anyways, back to work. Yes, back to work. Copyright does suck a lot, unfortunately. And I would not be going back under that car. Never heard of Dr. Nowhere? Oh, Catherine, you gotta look up Dr. Nowhere.
Hello?
Give me a second. Sorry. Charlie the Unicorn? You have a saw. You have two saws. Time to grab those off. And be like, oh, wa-cha-cha-cha. And be like, he would say hot. Close the big door fast. Oh, I'm closing the big door. I have not seen Woodlands National Park yet. That is actually on my list of things to record.
No. No.
Feed yourself. You're grown. You're big enough.
Sparrow Moon was not at all what I thought she would be. I wasn't given much time to go over her case file before our first appointment, but from what I had read, I half expected some kind of uncontrollable monster to walk through the door. She wasn't anything like that.
Big word.
She was quiet and guarded, smaller in person than what I had imagined from her photograph. A perfectly normal 17-year-old girl.
Who had been scarred by something
That
weird.
made it even harder to believe she was capable of doing the things that she did. She was the last surviving member of the so-called Woodfield Five, a group of kids all from the same remote northern town who suffered a series of unexplained, at times violent, mental breaks. Clinical notes suggested
just
some
hungry.
kind of shared psychosis, though unlike anything I'd ever heard of in my 20-year practice.
I've not seen Woodlands National Park yet, but I will be recording.
By
that at
all
some
accounts,
point soon.
Sparrow had an unremarkable childhood. No indications of behavioral difficulty, good grades in school, active social life,
Yes,
No
Catherine.
family history of mental
Yeah.
illness to speak of. Her mother had been part of some offbeat spiritual commune years earlier, but had left that behind when Sparrow was quite young and eventually remarried. There was nothing to suggest any kind of underlying trauma or abuse, though as you come to find in my line of work, that's not always so obvious. The only path to understanding what really happened in Cornfield was Sparrow herself, and that would prove more difficult than anyone anticipated. I learned very
No,
little
Miss
over the
Parasite
first
Worm?
weeks of our sessions together. Sparrow was often uncooperative, careful never to allow the growing familiarity between us to weaken her resolve. I was not as strong. I became unreasonably attached to her. The endless medical diagnostics revealed nothing we didn't already know. She barely slept. The scratches on her arms were self-inflicted. And aside from high blood pressure, she was physically healthy.
Just very
No
withdrawn.
one was certain about what exactly was wrong with her. And she was getting worse. The weeks turned to months, and I was running out of time. The courts had determined that unless I could demonstrate conclusive progress in her treatment, Sparrow would be transferred to an isolated psychiatric ward and out of my care. I could have walked away at that point. I probably should have. But what I wanted, what I've always wanted, was answers.
The worm whispers to her. It probably does, like day in and day
After all
out.
that we'd been through, she wasn't a kid to me anymore. She wasn't a monster either. She was a puzzle to solve.
Okay, so I'm assuming then that she actually...
Sodium pentothal can be administered to
friends.
induce something called narcosynthesis, a state between asleep and awake where the subject is highly suggestible. In most places today, the practice is frowned upon. Normally, I would never consider such a treatment, but given the circumstances, my options were limited.
It's
I knew full
D-Rex.
well that this could risk professional censure, perhaps even my career itself.
She's a very much a victim.
That didn't
She's
seem to
100%
matter
a
at the
victim
time.
of the worm and of what it's doing to her.
After the injection, Sparrow was brought to my office. We were left alone, and I asked her to count backwards from 10. Though before she even got to 5, it was clear she knew something was wrong. Her breathing became shallow, and her eyes darted around rapidly. She began talking about a mist coming into the room that only she could see. She
Yep.
could hear a voice from within it calling to her.
Telling her to hurt people, feed
The
it.
drug had disoriented her to such a degree that I don't even think she recognized
I
me.
think the worm wants her to kill people and feed them to the worm.
Sparrow's small size and chronic fatigue made the dosage I administered tricky. She drifted in and out for several minutes. When lucid, I redirected her, asking if she could tell me what the voice she heard was saying.
Feed me.
After a long pause, she finally whispered, "Little bird." At that point, Sparrow was not interested in answering any of my questions. She just spoke, and I listened. She said that it knew. It knew that was what he used to call her. The old man. But the voice wasn't a man's.
It's not a worm, it's a deer.
It was something else. She said it comes with the mist, that it takes things from you and it grows, adding to what it's taken from others. It eats you from the inside. She didn't know its name, but called it the worm.
Because it wiggles on in you. I'm sorry.
As Sparrow lapsed into unconsciousness, I was left with more questions than answers. I arranged to have her return to her room and resigned myself to the idea that I might never get the chance to understand the truth.
It's very much a parasite.
That I had failed. I destroyed the records of our last session to prevent the review board from finding out what I had done. It was over. Or at least, that's what I thought. It was that night the dream started.
Oh no, he's getting affected? Faint, creepy whispering. You don't say. Funny to see you here. Okay, so apparently she can dream walk. You ever seen a giant, ethereal, alien-like worm creature before? Because you're about to. Hey, welcome to the Upside Down! He's not really a cop, though. He's a psychologist, I believe.
What?
Doctor, I'm so
Now you know what she's been experiencing. Oh, I just think it's another
Every
thing.
time I go to sleep, it's the same. It doesn't really matter how the dream begins. Eventually, the mist will come. And with the mist, always comes the worm. Just like she said it would.
Stranger than things I have seen.
You can't run.
Oh, that's good.
That never works. It won't let you. The best you can hope for is that you wake up quick. Before it begins to feed.
So just become an insomniac.
At
Case
first,
closed.
I told myself that it would go away. It could be a simple anxiety-induced aberration brought on by the stress of dealing with the case. But it was soon obvious that wasn't it. The nightmares didn't stop. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't eat.
Big spoopy.
It wasn't long before my colleagues began to take notice. Things got so bad I had no other choice. I called in every favor, pulled every string I could, and arranged access to Sparrow at her current facility. I needed answers more than ever. And she still had them. I almost didn't recognize her at first. She looked strong and alert, a stark contrast to the tired girl that I had spent all that time with. I didn't have to ask any questions this time.
Because now it's on to you, not her.
Just by looking at me, she knew all too well what was happening. We sat down, and Sparrow Moon gave me what I needed. The worm is some kind of parasite, a pathogen,
All right,
an
Ryan,
ancient
gloat.
thing passed from host to host, manifesting in their dreams, feeding on their deepest fears. It will not stop, always hungry for more. It won't kill you. It doesn't want you dead. It wants what any good virus wants: to propagate, to be passed on, to be fed.
Fed what?
Sparrow tried to hold it inside of her to protect others.
Welcome, Rygar.
She thought that if she could fight it long enough, it would die with her. But she passed the worm to me the same way that it had been passed to her, just by telling me about it.
Oh. So just the mentioning of it is what gets you
You have
infected.
to believe me.
How you doing, Rygar?
I am sorry for this. Now that I've told you, I don't know when, but sooner or later in your dreams, the mist will come. And with the mist, always comes the worm.
Oh my gosh, the stories out of this channel are beautiful and fantastic. I absolutely love them. Oh my gosh. You were right, Ryan. You were right. You called it. It was a parasite. It's a pathogen. Horrible. He doomed us all. I know we're all screwed now. If you guys have dreams about mist and a giant worm, you know why. You know why.